The worst reputation a talk show host can acquire is having a fake laugh and little to no interviewing skills. The YouTube video from Matt and Justus has more than 250,000 views. And the top comment on Reddit, "If I pound the desk hard enough, they'll believe my laughter is authentic," shows the fakery of the talk show host. One of Jimmy Fallon's most infamous moments was his 2016 interview with Donald Trump, where he faced backlash for making the controversial candidate seem friendly and harmless just before the election. In response to the backlash, Fallon said, "I didn't want to make anyone angry. I never do and never will. It's all in the fun of the show. I made a mistake. I'm sorry if I made anyone mad, and looking back, I would do it differently." Jimmy Fallon began his career in SNL in 1998, gaining popularity for his impressions of Adam Sandler and Jerry Seinfeld.
"Why don't you go to the store with your mother?" And I would say, "Why don't you shut up?"
Later, he tried his luck in acting in movies such as Taxi and Fever Pitch, but was not successful. Thereafter, he came back to Saturday Night Live, where he gained the spotlight on the Weekend Update segment with Tina Fey. In 2009, Jimmy Fallon started hosting Late Night with Jimmy Fallon, where he had some problems starting off. When the host is nervous, it makes viewers nervous, and Fallon just didn't know how to relax. He gave his best impression of a deer caught in the headlights. In 2014, he took over from Jay Leno on the now famous The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and has been going strong till now. Even though Fallon has his fair share of fans, he has equally amassed a strong dislike among viewers as well. Initially, he was labeled too soft and easygoing on his guests, where he always laughed and was overly agreeable with the stars. In response, he says, "It's not my job. It's not Meet the Press. I'm not Face the Nation. You can watch those shows and see that. My job, again, is to make everyone look good, no matter who it is. If you're a politician, whatever it is."
But this is the greatest show on television because there is no host in late night that pretends to care the way you do.
Thank you.
And I love that. Isn't he amazing? And I love that so much. Oh, no.
Thank you.
I mean, no one captures phoniness the way you do. It's a gift.
While other late-night hosts such as Colbert and Conan O'Brien were intense on political views and important issues, Fallon was known for his games and over-reliance on segments to keep the show running. Thus, he was not taken too seriously. An article says, "A key component of his success as a late-night host is his and his writing staff's ability to produce segments that are grist for the viral content mill. And the ideal outcome of one of these games is for it to produce headlines." Another major problem that people found was that Fallon regularly interrupted his guests and didn't let them talk. He always spoke over them and covered it up with his fake laughs.
Have dogs in the hotel?
Aren't you supposed to let people talk on the show? See where I'm going with this at least. Nobody ever listens to me.
Oh my
Finish a
gosh.
thought.
Oh my God.
So what I was saying is
Not even looking at me.
Because I'm trying to think of what to say now.
During his time at The Tonight Show, Fallon had taken huge criticism for his blackface SNL sketch impersonating Chris Rock, which resurfaced in 2020. He had to apologize later, saying in a BBC interview, "In 2000, while on SNL, I made a terrible decision to do an impersonation of Chris Rock while in blackface." He wrote, "There is no excuse for this. I am very sorry for making this unquestionably offensive decision, and thank all of you for holding me accountable." Following this, Fallon's image took a dive. To make matters worse, the New York Post ran a story where it mentioned that NBC was worried over his party ways. And former SNL castmate Horatio Sands told Vulture last year he and Fallon were super-functioning alcoholics while they worked together on the sketch show, and that the late-night host had been in a few bar brawls during that time. The biggest bombshell to Fallon's image came when Rolling Stone published an exposé of 16 current and former Tonight Show employees who shared their experience on The Late Night Show. The report shed light on many behind-the-scenes issues on The Tonight Show. They alleged that Fallon's mood was highly erratic, creating an ugly environment behind the scenes, which trickled down to the show's constantly changing leadership, with 9 leaders in 9 years, and Fallon the main reason for the change. Further, it said Fallon has good Jimmy days and bad Jimmy days, where he'd snap at crew members, express irritation over the smallest of things, and berate and belittle staffers out of frustration. It also mentioned that his erratic behavior led to widespread fear at the show, with one staffer saying that the host created a horrible environment for the people there. Some said that they also experienced anxiety attacks. This stunning revelation led Jimmy to issue an apology. He said, "It's embarrassing and I feel so bad. Sorry if I embarrassed you and your family and friends. I feel so bad I can't even tell you. I want this show to be fun. It should be inclusive for everybody. It should be funny. It should be the best show, the best people." However, not everyone was convinced with his apology, evident on a Reddit comment saying, "I wonder if he broke character during his apology. Nah, he just started giggling uncontrollably." recalling his fake laughs and good guy personality. However, even after such a huge controversy, Fallon continued on his journey and is still running successfully. So what does that say? That audiences prefer charm over authenticity? That fake smiles go farther than real accountability? Jimmy Fallon might be the fakest talk show host ever, but in today's entertainment world, fake sells, and it sells damn well.